Hello guys, this is the author of One Smart Forex. So I'll be talking about risk management and trading psychology. So that is all I'll be talking about this night, because that is the most important part with which most traders actually get everything wrong. You understand? If your risk management is so poor and so bad, there is no way you can actually be profitable. It's not a course, it's a reality. You understand? You have to always manage your risk. You understand? So among things with which risk management actually entails is your stop loss, your take profits, your risk to reward ratio. And the fact is, before you enter any trade, try and know the amount of money you are actually risking on that trade, because at the end of the day, when you lose the money, it won't lead to something like depression for you, or you thinking about it, because you just have to move on with your life. And the only time you will become profitable is when you are able to balance life and forex trading at the same time. But if you are not, and whenever you take any trade and peradventure the trade went haywire and you lose your money, you will be in depression and thinking about a lot of things, thinking like, okay, probably it's your village people that are that are following you and stuff like that. It is actually funny, because I've actually met a lot of people telling me that their village people, they are following them. It is not true. You understand? Because forex, if you treat forex as a business, it's a long-term something. It's not something you will say, okay, with my $100 account, I want to take it to $1,000 at the end of the week. Which is a long-term thing. You actually compound. You understand? You don't rush, because if you rush everything in forex trading, you will actually go back to your village in no time. That is actually the fact. You are having like $50 account, you are over risking, you are over leveraging. You understand? So that is what will make you to actually lose that particular trade, and you being in depression and thinking about giving up and thinking about a lot of stuff. But if you actually manage your risk, the rules is actually risk 1 to 3% of your account on a trade, but it comes with levels. You understand? But that is the main rule, that on any trade you want to take, always risk 1 to 3% of your account. Why? Because at the end of the day, you will be at peace of mind. Even if you lose 1% of that account, you understand that, okay, you're not really losing that much. You understand? So that is the reason why they always tell you to always risk, and make sure you have a plan. Always have a trading plan, trading journal, with which you record everything that you are actually observing in markets. The reason why you are taking the loss, you need to write it down. Like, okay, I actually took loss on GBP USD, and this was what happened. The reason why I took the reason why market actually hits me. You have to learn from the losses. You understand? We don't take losses, we don't take it personal. Like, we don't take it personal, we learn from losses. You understand? You can't lose and you now thinking about a lot of stuff like, okay, forex is not actually meant for you, thinking of giving up. You always have to sit down and see the reason why you lost that trade. See, okay, before I entered this trade, this was what I was looking for. Then after I've seen those things, I entered the trade, but at the end of the day, I ended up losing my money. What could be the reason? You understand? You try and be inquisitive. You understand? Forex is not gambling. Don't get it wrong. There are people that knows this thing, that, okay, they actually know the raw knowledge. It is not about gambling. You gambling is you losing and just accepting the fact that, okay, I lost this thing. Fine, you lost it, but you need to know the reason why you lost it. You shouldn't just say, okay, I lost my trade on Euro USD, I lost the trade on GBP USD, without you finding out the reason why you lost it. You understand? So those are the things that professional traders, those are the things that they do. They find out. They have been in, it's like, why did I lose this thing? At least before I entered this thing, I had like 3 to 4 confluences. You understand? But the fact is, nothing is 100% in forex. Just know that wherever you see anybody telling you that, okay, my strategy, my this thing, my class, my clinical is 100%, run away from such person, because such person is a scam. Nothing is 100%. Even in this life, nothing is 100%. You understand? So there is one way you are actually you are lacking something. You understand? I saw a meme of recent, and the person was like was like uh, was like I'm trying to remember. person was like, what's the name of this guy? Um, okay, let me just use this. It was like, Jeff Bezos has more dollars than you. The person was like, okay, even I have more life, like I have more time to live than Jeff Bezos. It is not actually Jeff Bezos. It is this guy, this old guy. I think the second or third richest man in the world. You understand? You know, the guy is actually an old man. Just saying, I'm just saying, like, okay, like nothing is 100%. You can't have everything in this life. You understand? So same thing happens to forex. You lose money, you make money. You understand? But you shouldn't have to let the losses outweigh your profits, and that comes in terms of risk management. You understand? So now I'll be talking about two apps with which you can actually make use of to actually know the amount of money you are risking and you planning your trade. So among the first one with which I'll be talking about is Forex Calculator. So when you go to Forex Calculator, you can actually download it on Play Store. You understand? Forex Calculator, it is on Play Store. Now this is how to make use of this thing. So account currency, let's assume that if you feel it, let's assume that okay, the currency you have inside your account is what? Is USD. You are making use of a USD account. So you click OK. Then look at the currency pair. Maybe you want to trade GBP USD. You fill it there. No. GBP. Where is it? GBP USD. So the open price will automatically be there, but you can actually adjust it. The open price means that the current price with which GBP USD is actually on in market. So you understand? So your trading size, maybe the lot size you want to make use of to take the trade. If you want to make use of lot size of 0.01, you understand, that is actually 1000 units. 0.01 is 1000 units, so you put in 1000. But if it is 0.1 you want to use, that's like 10,000 units. You understand? So that is how to actually go about you filling those things. You understand? So then the stop loss amount, maybe the amount of stop loss you want to use, like the price of the stop loss that you want to use. Maybe it is your stop loss is at wherever you want to put it. Your trading size, you want to use one lot, that's like 100,000 units. That's 100,000 units. Then your stop loss, maybe your stop loss is at 1.344. Sure you understand? And your take profit is around 1.42. Okay, so you want to actually short this thing, like you want to sell it. So can you see your stop loss amount is what? $812. That's like you are risking like 81 pips, which is actually way more. So you understand? So let's reduce this stop loss to something so low. 3, 5. So let's assume that you want to make use of 30 pips stop loss. So that means if you are using one lot for 30 pips stop loss, you'll be risking $309, and your take profit will be what, $9,000, which means you are making use of risk to reward ratio of what, 1:29. So you understand, that is how to actually use this app. You understand? So that means 1:29. For you to actually be at break even, you, after making a profit on this one, so now for you now to be what, at break even, so that means you have to lose 29 trades consecutively before you actually be in break even. So you understand, so that is how to actually calculate your loss. So another app which I'm going to be showing you is called Steno, which you can also download on Play Store. So let's assume that this Steno, let's assume that you have $1,000 inside your account. So this thing are actually rules with which you are going to make for yourself. Like, okay, I'm convenient losing $10 per trade. You understand? So everything actually sums up and depends on you and what you actually want for yourself. You understand? So let's assume that, okay, per trade though, you want to be risking $15. Remember that you have $1,000 inside your account. So per trade you want to be risking $15, right? So you input it like, okay, $15. So let's assume that, okay, in that $15 your stop loss is what, 20 pips. You want to risk 20 pips on it. You understand? It will actually tell you the kind of lot size to use. So this one is for calculating your lot size. So let's assume you want to trade KBP USD. Fill it there, calculate. So that means you are risking, you said you want to be risking $15 out of what? Out of the $1,000 that you have. That means you are risking what, 1.5% of your account per trade. And this is actually the lot size with which you can use with this stop loss. So that means if you want to be using 20 pips stop loss, it's that your account size, which is $1,000, you'll be making use of a lot size of what, 0.07. You understand? So if your stop loss is actually 30 pips, and or can you see stop losses for 1 pip, 2 pips, 3 pips, so these are the kind of lot size with which you can use. So if you have any further question, you can actually contact me, because I'm so tired, but I just needed to drop this video. So just pardon me. If you have any question, you can actually get back to me.